Yo, what's good everybody? It's the one who never takes a loss, Ice Cool Boss, your source for the Toronto Raptors. The 2019-2020 NBA regular season schedule has been released and the Toronto Raptors will be opening the season at home against the New Orleans Pelicans, led by Zion Williamson. On this momentous occasion, the 2019 NBA champions will also be raising their championship banner up into the rafters of the Scotiabank Arena for the first time in franchise history. In addition, the Toronto Raptors will also be receiving their diamond-encrusted championship rings. All of this will take place on October 22nd, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Toronto Raptors will most definitely start the season off with a bang. However, the Raptors' schedule will get very difficult early on in the season. The Toronto Raptors will be embarking on the infamous West Coast road trip only 2 weeks into the season. This 5-game long road trip will most definitely be one that you do not want to miss. The Raptors will start the road trip on November the 8th against the same team they opened the season against, the New Orleans Pelicans. The next 2 games in the road trip will most certainly be ones that will stir up a lot of controversy. On November the 10th, the defending NBA champions will be reunited with Dwane Green, as the Toronto Raptors will battle the Los Angeles Lakers led by LeBron James at Staples Center. After a game that will surely drain the life force of both teams immensely, the Raptors will have the tough task of playing in a back-to-back against the Kawhi Leonard-led LA Clippers the following night.
I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
November the 10th and 11th are days you will not want to miss as a Raptors fan. Dwane Green, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis will square up against the Toronto Raptors for the first time of the season, and I'm sure both teams will want to leave an impression on the other. Emotions will run high on the 11th as the two-time NBA Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard will face off against his old championship team, the Toronto Raptors. In a previous interview, Fred VanVleet and Nick Nurse both said they are going to quote-unquote kick his ass when they play against Kawhi Leonard. I believe this will mean a lot to both teams, as Kawhi will no doubt want to show that he made the right decision by moving to LA, and the Raptors will no doubt want to rub it in Kawhi's face that he left a championship team. The matter of whether or not Kawhi Leonard will play in the game or sit out due to load management remains to be seen. I bet my money on Kawhi sitting out.
What it do, baby?
Yeah. December will be the Raptors' busiest month of the year. The Raptors will play a Burger King Whopping 16 games in the month. December is also the month where the Raptors will play their most home games at an inconceivable 11 games in the month as well. December will be a month in which the Raptors will face a plethora of the NBA's top dynamic duos. First, on December the 5th, the Raptors will play against new teammates Russell Westbrook and James Harden for the first time in the season, at home in Scotiabank Arena. And we will all bear witness to the first NBA game in which 2 players will fight each other over who gets to dribble the ball up the court. It will surely be a sight to see. For Raptors fans who don't want to fly to California to see Kawhi Leonard and Paul George match up against the Raptors for the first time, fear not, as the Raptors will host the Clippers on December the 11th in what will most certainly be the most expensive regular season ticket of the year. And I'm sure countless Raptors fans will want to witness the game to give Kawhi their 2 cents on him leaving a championship team. The Raptors' next game in December on the 14th will see them face half of a dynamic duo when they face the Brooklyn Nets led by Kyrie Irving. It is likely KD will not be able to play for the entirety of next season, so Kyrie will be the man leading the Nets. Another exciting game to witness in December will be when the dynamic duo from Dallas comes to town on the 22nd of December. Rookie of the Year Luka Doncic and Unicorn Kristaps Porzingis will be in the building. I am so excited to see the chemistry between the Unicorn and Luka. However, I will be even more excited when the Raptors win. The other notable date for the Toronto Raptors will be Christmas Day, as this is the first time ever the Raptors will host a Christmas game, and it will be against the Boston Celtics led by Kemba Walker. The last time the Raptors played in a Christmas game was in 2001 in a loss against the New York Knicks, in a game where Vince Carter played terribly. Check out my full video breaking down the Raptors Christmas game in the comment section down below. The second busiest month for the Raptors will be in January, as the Raptors play 15 games in that month. There will be little to no time for the Raptors to go on vacation. Fortunately for the Raptors, they don't play on New Year's Day for the first time in a while. The last 2 years, the Raptors have been blessed with phenomenal performances from their stars on the turn of the calendar. Last year, Kawhi Leonard dropped a career-high 45 points against the Utah Jazz. In the year prior, DeMar DeRozan also dropped a career-high 52 points against the Milwaukee Bucks in an intense 131-127 win. So maybe it's not such a good thing the Raptors aren't playing on New Year's Day after all, as we could potentially be missing out on a career high from Pascal Siakam after he had like 10 different career highs last year. Another notable date to mark down on your calendars, Raptors fans, will be January the 12th, a day in which the defending NBA champions will face off against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs for the first time since the Raptors won the championship. DeMar DeRozan will most definitely be in his feelings. He was, after all, the self-proclaimed sacrificial lamb that blessed the Raptors with two-time NBA Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard, who led us to the place DeMar DeRozan only ever dreamt of, the NBA Finals. Near the end of the season, the Toronto Raptors will match their West Coast trip of 5 games in a row on the road. The most notable game on the road trip in March will be on the 5th, when the NBA will be blessed with a rematch of the 2019 NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors will host the Raptors for the first time without KD. It is possible Klay Thompson may return from his ACL injury in time to play against the team that indirectly caused his injury. Tensions will most definitely be high, and each team will not want to give up an inch. The NBA season will be filled with a plethora of highlight matchups that will entice fans to keep coming back to watch an exciting new game every single night. The majority of doubleheaders in the upcoming NBA season will take place from 7 and 9:30 or 7:30 and 10 o'clock instead of the later time slot of 8 and 10:30 p.m. This change should make it easier for Raptors fans on the East Coast trying to tune in to see the Raptors playing against the Clippers for the first time on November the 11th, which coincidentally is Remembrance Day. I'm sure there will be a lot to remember on 11/11. Finally, the Raptors will have fewer nationally televised games next year than the previous year. The Raptors will have 11 nationally televised games, which is down from 15 just the prior season.
Say what?
The Raptors will also have 13 back-to-backs next year. Last year, the Raptors ranked number 1 in win percentage in back-to-backs, the majority of which Kawhi Leonard sat out due to load management as well.
I don't need you or anybody else. I'm gonna make it on my own.
I'm even more excited for the start of the NBA season than I was before. There are a multitude of matchups that will be scheduled to record on my PVR. Enough of what I think. What do you think of the newly released Raptors schedule? What games are you most excited for? And finally, how many points will the Raptors win by in their first matchup against the Los Angeles Clippers? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's it for today's video. Take it easy. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when I provide new NBA content.